APTO. All right, another stage analysis, US stock screeners. And let me just tell you what that ticker stands for. Aptose Biosciences, Inc. And check it out with no further ado, the monthly candle chart. All right, scoot that over. Let's see where my monthly defined support is. Did I scoot that over too much? Let's see where my monthly defined resistance is. And there was more. All right. Ooh, there was some here. Got a breakout right here at that candle. Implied measure move, added to breakout line. Right there. Continued. And I think we're already in a monthly candle breakout, guys. En route to target, 520, breakout at $3. Bottom of the range, 866. Let's just try to be a little bit more precise. There you go, something like that. Right there. Cool, right? That is so cool. All right, let's zoom in on the weekly. See this noise here? It's still closed above the breakout line. We're going to take a look on the weekly what that was. Was that a pullback within? Was there a weekly breakout and then a pullback during that same month on the contracting volume? Thus confirming that this is a nice breakout candle and we should give it that value. Let's zoom in, guys. Let's zoom in and get some details. Okay, Ichimoku cloud under the red downtrend. That's resistance. Above green support, uptrend. Right now we're above the green cloud, so I could eliminate that just for visual clarity. And oh, look, here was my big X. Hold on. What month was that? That was the month of March. All right. Let's go back, see Stan, weekly. Hey, I turned you off. Hide legend. All right. Let's go. So that was month. So here's the first week of March, breakout above weekly defined resistance. Second week went up. Check it out. So many things to do. You gotta take your time. That's why you can't just, the stock looks great. You have to go through this, check all the details, make sure you have the triple confirmation or all the checks that you need to confirm that. So RSI in upward territory going upwards. Look at that. That breakout candle, more than twice the average volume of the previous 4 to 5 weeks. And let's just go look at that candle. It's right here. This one here. Goes up. What happens after breakout? Within 1 to 3 months, we have a pullback. But on the following week, it went up. Third week. Fourth week. So the final week of March went down, but still closed right here above the breakout line of the weekly defined breakout line. The monthly breakout line is at the $3, closed above that. Still good, guys. And look at that. I didn't look at before, but see all these breakout volume candles right here. Another one here. And every time you see those candles that are at twice or the average of the previous 4 weeks, there's a pretty good chance that right here, pretty good chance that it coincides with a breakout activity. So breakouts, downtrend, flat trend, consolidation, breakout. After breakout, starts skewing the moving average slope upwards, and that's where you want to be. Once it's going upwards, all you want to do is you want to wait for a pullback towards a breakout line, like right here. You have the breakout 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 weeks later, usually 1 to 3 months. You get a pullback. Did you have the pullback on low volume? That's right. Yeah, you see that? You saw the small candles. Volume dried up. Price goes down. Super healthy. You could have gotten anywhere here. Usually I put my alert just above the breakout line. And if it gets triggered, then on these candles here, if it's on low volume, you get a chance to get in. Breakout above. Contracting volume on those red candles. Increasing volumes on, it didn't take much time. Continued exploding on high volume. What happens after that? Pullback on decreasing volume. Look at that. Other opportunities to get in. It didn't go back down to the breakout line. So if you wanted to wait it out, then you could wait for this pattern to go back up and have what Stan calls a stage 2 continuation breakout. Here's the initial breakouts right here. And then continuation breakouts are the ones that start moving sideways, getting closer to 30 moving average, and then bouncing off that. Super healthy. Pull back here. And after that, where are we now? Where are we now? Okay, here's the weekly defined breakout line at 367. Oh yeah, about 367. And so last week it broke out again. And you had the volume right here. Is that twice the average volume of the previous 4 weeks? Close. This is very small. Yeah, I think it's pretty close to twice the average volume. So there's another breakout candle right here. So for Apto, breakout, there's even a smaller one here, but we could have never played this breakout here because of the angle of the 30-week moving average. You really want to make sure it starts angling upwards. You want to get that momentum behind you. Any hoot, sideways move, breakout, pull back, breakout, pull back, breakout, and now pullback action. You could have entered a whole bunch of these places here. And now we're breaking out again, moving sideways. This is classic Stan continuation breakout move. How does the RSI look? Our RSI is going upwards in positive territory. So combine that with what we saw on the higher prevailing trend. Constructive breakouts on top of breakouts, especially this one here. And we have that target there, that 518 target that we identified with this big pattern here. Squeeze that. All this bottom pattern here broke out right here in March, April, May, June, continuing on towards target. Looks good for Apto, guys. Looks very good. So we went pretty much through the motions. You could actually enter right now at this candle. Where's the bottom of this formation? It's right here. Could put your sell stop right here. So size that. Buy stop, stop loss. Don't lose more than 1% of your NAV. If you enter here and you get all of your position triggered out here, don't lose more than 1% here. That's your risk. And after that, what could happen? Well, it could maybe go all the way up here, reach that monthly defined target. Maybe sideways move, maybe a pullback. And if it pulls back, we put another alert. I'll put it here. If there's pullback on contracting volume, then we can enter again. I don't know where 30 moving average is going to be. Maybe it's going to be like that. Bounce off 30 moving average. All these elements, they create harmony. They mix and mesh. And when the pieces of the puzzles, like, they really seem to fit, you get that feeling for it. And you get to see it, the whole puzzle. When you look at the higher trend, that's a whole chunk of the puzzle pieces that you get to look at. If you look just at the weekly, you just have half of the puzzle pieces for the whole puzzle. Good luck trying to finish that. Always get all these important pieces of the they're going to be given to you by those different time frames, and they're all going to give you clues on what to look for, what to expect. So you'll be ahead of the game. You'll be able to anticipate the pullbacks on low volumes, hidden resistance defined by a higher trend that you can't see on the trend you're looking at, on the time frame you're looking at. And if you know there could be pullbacks of those areas, then you won't panic, you won't fear, and you'll have less chances of landing on emotional landmines, guys. It's that simple. Well, sounds simple, but when you're in the heat of the action and you're not used to it, then it's scary. Like a boxer getting punched in the face the first times, you get off balance, you fall, you're too stiff. But after hundreds and thousands of rounds of boxing, then it's just another day at the office. Sidestep when you have to, lean in when it's time to unload that big punch, guys. And that's about it. You could enter here, sell stop here, have a position there if you want, and wait for the pullback, and then put your other position when it comes back down close to that breakout level at 367, or just take your full position and expect the pullback and ride it to the sunset, guys. All right, Apto. Nice one. All right. Ciao. Do, 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 do.